we are live. Yes, are we? YouTube, tell me, are we live? Apparently we are. Hello everyone. Hey, there you are. If it's your first time here, welcome. If it's not your first time, welcome back. It's going to be a really cool stream. I'm gonna do this here. Pretty cool. That's the entire spirit of today's stream. But we have tons of stuff to see before. We have art news, your #1 most trusted source for everything art related. 100% verified, genuine art news. And this art news, you silly... I'm just saying that it's going to be about nudity. So I'm pretty sure you're going to enjoy it. Artistic nudity, I mean, but you're gonna see it's wild. It's about streaming, it's about nudity, and it's wild. Okay, hello everyone. Really, like, trust me, it's coming up. Coming up. Oh god. Hello, Gary, Socrates, Cody, Felicia, Damien, Rob, Balsam, Eva. Hello everybody. So how is everybody doing? I can put the... Can I put the voiceover? So we have our... Yes. We have our friend Steven here, and Steven could potentially talk like that. Technically, this...
All.
Alright, so Steven here is reading out loud. I've put the text-to-speech option on. So let me see how it goes. Like, you should be able to hear yourself for just a moment, just saying hi. So hello, Attila. Then we're gonna have a inspiration of the day as well. So it's going to be pretty cool. And pretty unusual choice for this one. And if you love retro video games, it's going to be about that. Because I found a book.
Today at the museum I remembered Florent and paid special attention to the horses in the paintings.
Hey, perfect. So I think you can hear that. So I'm not gonna leave it on for the entire time, just saying hi. And I'm just testing some settings, so...
Hey everyone, bonsoir Florent.
Hey, bonsoir. Steven, your English, like your French sucks. Your English is good, but your French is not there yet. Bonsoir. Well, actually it's pretty good. Like,
the only games I play.
The only games I play, Atari. So it's going to be the inspiration of the day is going to be about the,
we can hear it.
The
Smiley
Atari,
face.
Like the old Atari covers, which are actually decent works of art compared to the very basic graphics that you had. So it's going to be about one of these artists that I find kind of inspiring, like really cool. Didn't know I would appreciate that, but I did. All right, so
NES.
No, it's not NES. Atari. I'm going to talk about Atari. All right, so as I said, as promised, I promised you that the art drama for today
NES.
is going to be about nudity. So
hi everyone.
I have to switch. All right, so let me put the music again. Sorry, I don't have music. It's kind of sad without music. All right. Yeah, there's a... All right. So here it is. So yeah, artistic nudity. It's a big subject, right? Sometimes I want to demonstrate a figure study. For example, I want to take a figure study. I can't do that on YouTube. I can't live stream, I can't
Aloha from
upload
Hawaii.
a video. And Steven, you're gonna stop
Love your work,
talking
man.
for a moment. Sorry, but I'm gonna turn you off. All right, so everybody, male or female nudity, male nudity, I can't do anything. Like I can't take, you know, a classical figure model, I can't take a classical pose and do the, you know, the copying from a live model on stream. I can't do that from a photo, I can't do that from anything. There's no way I can do that because YouTube is going to automatically detect some nudity and flag me for that. But there's a new platform where you can do that. It's brand new, and it's this platform. It's a streaming platform. It's actually the #1 streaming platform in the entire game. It's Twitch. Now, Twitch allows for explicit content, or there's new rules where nudity is now allowed on Twitch, believe it or not. For so long it's been banned, but now it's not. They have new guidelines, and it I don't know if it turned out how they expected, but let me tell you that it was a mess in the live streaming game. So this is how they changed their terms and conditions to just allow like nudity. Just have to see there's certain conditions. It's not basically Twitch is not going to be porn, but like softcore. You can just tease, but up to a very high level. So kind of a new update. Content that deliberately highlights breast, buttocks, pelvic region, even fully clothed. So for that, you would think, well, this could be interesting if you want to make artistic nudity, because like YouTube is well known for flagging very harshly on artistic nudity and not making an actual difference between what's artistic and what's not. So why not, if I ever need to do that, make a figure painting, classical, traditional, on YouTube is going to get flagged, so why not go there? So I looked into this. But actually, there's more to that. Fictionalized is also admitted, so you can draw naked, animate, sculpt, and you can do that with fully exposed female presenting breast or genitals on products. There's a thriving artist community on Twitch, and this policy was overly punitive and did not reflect on the impact of the content. But that's obviously, when you leave something like that on the internet, obviously it's going to turn bad. So look at what's also allowed. Body writing. So this is all some stuff that streamers, female streamers mostly, used to do on Twitch before it was allowed, and it was always just the limit of the TOS, just barely reaching the threshold of what's permitted. So now they allow everything and just require you to just label it as a +18. And you can also do erotic dances. That's cool. So that's kind of outside of the realm of what I might want to do at any point. But then, so Twitch decided to do that. Are artistic depictions of nudity allowed? Content with a focus on fictionalized sexually body parts, regardless of genders, are allowed with a sexual theme label. However, still some stuff is prohibited. Obviously, is not going to become NSFW, or it is, because look at this. Look at what happened. The Twitch art category has been completely overrun by explicit furry and anime content amid new rules. And yeah, I can attest to that. I went to my Twitch account, checked out my art community, like there's a category on Twitch with art, and this is what you get there. Look at that. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. This is I couldn't go there live. I couldn't take the risk of getting there live actually because this was so bad. I had to take a screenshot and blur it out. Like 7 out of the 12 are actually explicit. Like this is the art. Look, sorry, it doesn't really show here on the screen. This is really the art category on Twitch. This is like artistic. This is where normally you would have like stuff like this, like people doing manga, doing, you know, Pokemon characters, 3D sculpting, bead art, whatever. Like there's a Minecraft guy, I don't know why, but like twerking 18 plus, twerk off 18 plus, extreme twerking ASMR, ASMR 18 plus art, twerk competition, 24/7 twerk off. Hi, I draw like nudity anime. And then other big boobs and anime boobs. Oh my god. So this is what happened when the internet takes over some fresh rules that haven't been... I think the chaos is going to just settle down, but oh my god. And the shame is that there is like 18,000 viewers in the art category on Twitch right now. It's not much, but still, I think it's better than what we have on YouTube. Like all together on YouTube, we barely make like a couple thousands of all the artists working at the same time. I mean, I don't know, am I alone here? I know there's a couple artists who do art streams as well, but there's not many of us. And some people actually, I think Mathieu last time asked me, hey, why don't you stream on Twitch? I don't know, you tell me. Oh man. But yeah, so this is how they sort of, this stuff has taken over, and this is a shame. That's what I wanted to talk about. It's a shame because there are some actual artists who try to make cool stuff live for their audience, but it's overrun by twerking. Oh my god! Now I know. It's another reason why I don't want to go there. Oh my god. So yeah, that's what's happening on the #1 streaming platform. This is art, my friends. Gosh. I did, while I was scrolling, I'm not scrolling because this is live and I don't want anything shady to happen. While I was scrolling earlier, I actually saw an actual person doing some figure drawing, and this was cool. But the figure drawing was, you know, like it's not fully nude. It's with, you know, the bra and panties that are skin cutters. And it's not even like this. Oh my god, yeah. It's funny, artistic nudity is such a funny subject because when I was taking live painting classes, live drawing classes, there was absolutely no problem. There was a nude model sitting there, and this wasn't a problem for like most people. Like for nobody. It was just seen through the artistic lens. There was never any weird situations. It's like a model doing their job, standing there posing for a couple minutes, then putting their robes back on, for the break and then doing it again. And yeah, no problem with that. But in this context, when it's all about like making suggestive poses, making like twerking dances for some reason, this is completely like, I think they might actually ruin it for everybody, but I don't know, we'll see what's going on in the future. But hey, that's the new update in the Twitch game. Right. On YouTube, you have to take care when drawing anime or your channel will be shut down. Yeah, sure. And this stuff is all over Twitch. This is why I never felt that I actually belonged there. Never really felt that this was my place. But yeah, gosh. Chaos. So, next, what I wanted to do is actually talk about inspiration of the day. My inspiration of the day today is kind of an unusual choice, and I wanted to talk about Steve Hendricks, and he's the guy who made some of the covers, not all of them, but some of the covers for Atari. And I don't know, I just really love this aesthetic. Look at this. So I was offered this book compiling all the Atari graphics, like the illustrations, and it was actually a pretty cool book. I'm not gonna lie, like I was never really a fan of the Atari aesthetics. It's kind of cliche, kind of kitsch and all, but it's still pretty imaginative. And when you look at some of these, they're pretty cool. Like some of them, they have like, and remember it was done in the, like, you know, when was it done? In the 80s? For most of them, 70s, 80s. So actually pretty cool that they did that. It was all now like hand painted. This is illustration work with actual brushes, actual pencils. You actually have an actual trace. It's hard to, I couldn't really find good reproductions of their work, but really cool, how to say, compositions. Let's see if they see this one. Look at, like, there's a, okay, I accept. Really like a very interesting sense of composition, putting lots of pictures and trying to make them interesting, like in one cover. But you have the brush strokes, you have the texture of the paint, still very painterly. It looks like watercolor or some, I don't know what kind of technique they used for something that actually, look at this. This is also a good one. Like these effects of transparency that you have here. So you have the catapult, the ballista here within the character, something that they really did often at this point. And they didn't have Photoshop at the time, so they had to make it like from their imagination, which is pretty cool. Effects of transparency that I really like. I don't know, like this composition, I like it. I don't know why what's happening. I don't even know what game this is, but I find it very artistic. Make people want to play the game, because an Atari game is something that, well, an Atari game looks like this. Atari game, it's something that looks like that most of the time. So you have to make it look exciting, right? Like most of the time, these games, they don't look cool. So if you can make something like that, now you're giving people, making people want to buy. This is not by Steve Hendricks. I really wanted to focus more on Steve Hendricks in this one, but like he has also lots of other artists. This is all hand painted, so pretty cool. With a nice retro style, but still, I kind of like it. I like how artistic it was and how the goal was to make people want to buy based on just the cover. Remember, it was an era with no internet, no reviews of any kind, so you had to tell an interesting story just within the painting, and you had to compile as much in, which is why they use these effects of transparency instead of stacking pictures next to each other. They sort of play with scale and transparency, doing stuff like that. See, playing with scales of transparency so that you have lots of images compiled into one, because you have to extract all the spirit of the game into one composition. So yeah, I don't know, really like this approach. I really like this artist. Found it very cool. This one also. So can I have a good reproduction? So they make it into posters now, but well, this, and you have some some actual portraits here. I don't know who the models are, but they look like real models that actually posed for the artist just to play checkers. A game of checkers. Oh my god. Checkers on Atari. Talk about exciting. And this one also is very, very cool. Let's see this one. The effect of the transparency of the eyes within the figure and the house, so you compile as much as you can in just one composition. I like this art. And see, you can actually see the traces. I don't know if this is the gesso that's been prepared this way or if it's just a wash. Very artistic. So, oh, you have the lady here and she's also here. And she's scared of this spider eye dude. But some real talent, definitely. Some other artists making Atari covers make pictures that are kind of more on the goofy side. This one is also by Steve Hendricks. It's very cliche, but I don't know if you can see. More cliche, and the body definitely has like proportion issues, but they were on a very, very limited time. There's also Cliff Spohn or Spohn, I don't know. Terry Hoff. Like, look at this. This is hand painted. So really, you have to. Maybe I can switch to this mode if I want to do that. Sorry. I want to show you. Remember, this was hand painted, so just for a cover, not bad. What else? So yeah, I really liked looking through. So you have some goofy, silly things like that, but don't get these artists. Don't take these artists lightly. They are really good. Like, look at this. There's actually a horse. Actually, I was looking into this book and I found this horse, and these horses are great. But look at this composition, how it's done with the head of the rider and the horses, which are multiplied to create this sort of speed effect. I don't know, really. Look at this. This is the picture of the game. The actual game is that. So they sell you this picture, but what you get is that. That's the end result. That's what you get in the end. So yeah. Oh yeah, pinball back glasses are also very cool. There's actually an entire niche of collecting in this field. This is another drawing by Steve Hendricks. I really like the pencil work here. Same concept as before. What else? So this is one we saw earlier. Some pretty nicely done paintings. Which artist is that? Robert Hunt. So you have some good classical compositions that work really well with lighting effects. Some more neon punk images. Look at this, the actual color work in this one is amazing. You can say, yeah, it's too flashy for my taste. Maybe it's not your taste, but you have to recognize that the artistry level, the skill level here is really up there, and the compositions are all very strong. What else? I'm trying to find something that looks more, you know, Atelier, that has more of an Atelier touch. Obviously you have some, you know, some fantasy inspired covers. This looks less classically good, but more fantasy art. So it's Sword Quest, the famous game where you were supposed to win a sort of a sword or a crown of some sort. It's actually legendary game. And yeah, well, you have lots of stuff and really cool. Check out the Atari art, no kidding. The graphics used to suck at the time. Well, it was something else. It was a different era, but definitely the artists, illustrators making the covers were very, very good. Oh man. So, why is that? Okay. Yeah, sword quests. I don't know if I'm a legend with neon. Like, I like it, but actually when I was looking at these, I was like, okay, I still have a lot of things to learn. My point is never to be too neon punk, but I kind of like the effects that colored lights allow, and they definitely do some amazing work in this field. Alright, so let me switch to my palette or my canvas view. No. Sorry for that. Alright, so who... I was too young for Atari. Started with, you know, the Super NES, but you know, I don't know. You tell me if it was your stuff. Use it a lot, but I try to overuse it. I get too much into neon aesthetic as much as I can. Yes, we had, but I was just too young to play it. We had the NES, but I didn't have it. Never really had it. And the NES, I didn't even have playing it at my friends' houses. But the first console that when I started gaming, but I was never really a gamer, let's say. I was more a casual. So here, here. That's the idea. Oh yeah, we also had a family computer with a couple of games, but very basic games. Black and white. Classic Mac computers. I think they're worth a whole lot of money now. But yeah, we were mostly playing outside with my friends. It's a different era, I guess. Why it's so damn hard to turn ideas into paintings. So this was the original title of this stream, and so I've got several things based on my experience that make it hard to turn your ideas into paintings. The number one thing is, in my case, the number one thing is that I don't have the models. And sometimes you need to look at the model before you start to get an idea of what you can be doing. So sometimes just seeing the model take the pose lets you know, oh yeah, I want that. But you can't really know that before. Don't know if it makes sense or not, but sometimes it's what happens. So that can be one of the things. It's like you're trying to get something realistic, but you simply don't have the reference pictures to work from, and it leaves you kind of without the power to transform the idea into the painting, because the idea is not even clear yet. You somehow, it's all a visual game, and your vision needs to have something to hang on to. So that's one of the things. Next, the second thing is hesitation. I think sometimes you just have to jump into the painting, even if you don't necessarily know where it's going to end up. It's not a problem. Like, most of the time I really struggle when I don't know, when I don't start, because I want to just prepare too much. The other problem is preparing too little as well. Just jumping without a clue in the world. Sorry, change my mic so you should hear me better now. So yeah, this is one of the things as well. Just checking the levels here. Should be able to hear me. Can you hear me now? Right, just checking my levels here. It's a little bit low. Hello. Okay, I don't know. You tell me if my sound is too low. Okay, maybe like that. Yeah, as I was saying, yeah, sometimes you just need to jump into the project without really knowing what you're going for. Like for this one, I know I want a horse, and then I have some other ideas. It's not always all clear, but I can still start with the position of the horse that I did last time and just actually try to do it like that. Okay. So I can start with that and figure things out later. But I was saying there's just enough preparation and enough kind of gathering of ideas before you make the jump, but you shouldn't take too long to actually make the jump and start the actual painting. Because the idea is it's so easy to have ideas. Ideas are free, but execution is expensive. It's expensive in time. It's sometimes expensive in money, because sometimes you need to pay for your model. You need to go on location to take this picture. You need to just buy some prop. So yeah, execution is expensive. Ideas are free, and a lot of stuff people have ideas. Like we all have this stoner friend who has just like the best idea. Well, dude, just had the best idea. Well, what if like the star was actually a flower, and you know, but you don't want to be this guy. And yeah, it takes some dedication and time, yeah. Missed the delivery of my glass palette today while I was out. Well, first of all, that's good that they didn't just drop it above the fence, because, well, it's good, because sometimes they do that. Like when I'm not here, they just drop the thing over the fence. So that's first. Just consider yourself happy. I don't know if they do that here where you live, but I would consider myself happy. I prefer that to be hand delivered, and that I can just shake it around just a little bit, just to hear if I can listen to gling 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 gling. And if it's the case, I don't know. Alright, yes, ideas are free. So many times they make me overwhelmed. Difficult to do something when 10 ideas come at a minute. Yeah, this is one other point. It's hierarchy and simplification. Sometimes the ideas are just like you say, just mean overwhelming. So what you want is to find not an idea but a concept. Switching your mindset from getting ideas to getting one concept is the key. For example, for this painting, I don't have all the ideas that I need to just know what I'm gonna do, but I know that the concept is that there's going to be an inversion of sky and ground. So basically it's going to be an upside down painting. The horse is going to be like, you're going to see it upright, but there's going to be an inversion between the sky, the night sky is going to be at the bottom, and the ground is going to be there. So there's going to be a landscape that's going to be in the sky. So that's my concept. I don't know how about like the execution of this, the execution of the ideas that are going to allow me to put this concept into and make it a reality. I don't exactly know. Like, I don't have everything figured out yet. But I know that I have the concept. The concept is enough to get started. And this is how I work. I try to have a solid concept before I start. Like, you know, sometimes people say, hey, that's a cool idea. Well, that's the concept. For example, in the Discord, Nier was painting this Hanukkah candles, and the concept was, okay, every day she paints a new one, just like Hanukkah. And that's a concept. Next, the idea is, well, how do the candles look? What colors are they? What's the type of lighting? Where does the light come from? What's the length of this? That's all ideas, so that's all the details that contribute to making the painting, but the concept is like the big idea. You can call it that if you prefer. But that's something that a lot of people overlook, is they don't have the big idea, they just have like small ideas. And small ideas together, they don't make a lot of sense. The concept is what unites all the ideas under just one, you know, the one to bring them all, like the one ring. If you get the Lord of the Ring reference. For example, here, one of the ideas was to start with a red-orange underpainting with Venetian red. It's not pure Venetian red. Venetian red alone is much more red. But so this is burnt umber to make it dry fast, ultramarine to make it less, you know, chromatic, and this is Venetian red to bring this orange touch. And basically this is another idea, so the underpainting is going to be kind of red-orange like that, but the painting is going to be more in the blue, very dark blue. So that's playing on complementary with the complementary opposition between underpainting and overpainting. I bought a clear glass chopping board. It works perfectly. Yeah, and I think it's pretty thick as well. The thickness of the glass has to be kind of good, so it works, because it's painting on a glass surface. It's not really it's kind of brutal for the glass. It's like very straining. So you want to have something like thick. It can take a beating if you want, if you see what I mean. I love the orange you got some time ago with Venetian red and yellow ochre. Actually, reference is not gonna work here. Must finish the challenge without a cheat. It's fine, I cheated as well. I also used a painting that was done before. So last time we had some horse anatomy lessons, but I didn't, if it's your question, I didn't check horse anatomy in the meantime, so I still have mostly no idea what I'm doing here. I'm not a horse expert. But with the type of lighting that I want to make here, it's alright. It's going to be fine. Yep, challenge was snowy landscape. Snow in general, but yeah. It can be just snow. Doesn't have to be landscape, technically. Well, I don't see anything because I took this horse out of my imagination mostly, and I just used another painting as a reference, which is not the most trusted source. But anyway, I'll just check the anatomy if I have a doubt. For the head, I'm pretty good. I do the same thing as I do for human portraits. It's just focus on what I see. Like in this case, I can have a lot of horse references. It's just I'm gonna need to check references for the saddle because I don't know. And yeah. And I'm gonna try to do it Mathieu style. Well, all of it is imagination. All this that I did before, I made it actually live, so now I want to just get the same idea, but with paint. Ah, painting what you feel. That's nice. It's a nice motto. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do it, yeah, maybe yellow ochre, and I'm gonna just work with kind of the approach that Mathieu had. Just paint it right away. I'm not gonna bother in all the details because I did it not yesterday, but last time. It's no, the grid was there before, and last time it wasn't on a photo gallery, it was based on a painting by Edward Landseer, if my memory is right. And this painting was of a horse in kind of the same position, but not exactly the same, I don't know, the same type of face. I don't know if you can call that for a horse. So, oh yeah, so there's going to be a strong, cool light coming from here. So I'm gonna play with warm and cool. You know what? I think I should go for some more Christmassy music. Hold on. Hold on. What do we have here? Oops. It's a bit too... Alright, let me know. How is the sound of this music? It's a music, it's not Christmas music, but it's more Christmassy. No, it was there, yeah, it was there in the beginning. It's pencil, colored pencil lines. Because actually from here, from my drawing model, I'm kind of reorienting it. Sound is okay, okay. You let me know if it's too high, and I can change it. Nice. This is by genius artist slash YouTuber, musician extraordinaire, Harris Keller. What is it? From StreamBeats by Heller. I was gonna say Keller. Harris Heller. Hard to say. Like the H. Always hard to say for a French guy. Why do you have to put so many H everywhere? Am I changing the station? No, I want to listen to that. Don't worry, they're not all like that. I like to have a little change of pace from what I'm used to. So the bottom layer is still wet, so you'll see some, like in the beginning is going to be sliding all over the place, but you'll see how it will progressively dry, and it will progressively make my work easier, which is just what I want. Like I want fluidity at first, and I want slowly going back to more control. Like if you don't get fluidity first, then you spend a lot of time you spend a lot of time covering everything up. You waste a lot of time actually. But then if you have too much fluidity later on, when things start to take shape, then it's really hard to control. Ah, Tino Rossi, bah, je crois qu'il est copyrighté Tino Rossi, Jasmine. C'est un peu le problème, ça va faire sauter ma chaîne après ça. Moi je demanderais rien de mieux. Hein. So how is Christmas going up? Everybody has plans? What's going on for... What do you have planned for the holidays? painting and family time. More painting over equals more painting time. Yeah, for the holidays, my plans is like mostly family, you know, like this big family dinner all together, gathering mostly. And yeah, this is going to be kind of crazy because there's lots of new kids that were born recently in the family. And the previous years, everybody was barely fitting. But like right now, it's like kind of a mystery how we are going to fit all the kids. We'll see. But it's gonna be a fun time. That's nice, Jasmine. Well, you have to admit that it's tempting for a cat. Like all these kitty toys, just nicely placed like that. And this, like, they love climbing trees, right? Well, how nice, you put a tree right in the house. So, what do you expect? My cat is like too afraid of these sorts of things. Petit two, he's just like he's really a very scared cat. So he would never just approach the Christmas tree too much, just because he would just expect it to fall on his head or something like that. But yeah. Yeah, pretty much a fraidy cat. Hello, Moses. Yeah, glass ornaments. Tell me about it. But even like the plastic ones, some of them plastic decorations are very brittle, and very often my son breaks them just because just drops them on the floor and they just break. And it's always so sad to see his face disappointed. Oh my god, he's so cute. He just wants to hang the little plain decoration, but it's just so fragile and just happens to drop them and just then breaks into tears. Ah, man. That's kids, you know. But the cat would do the same, pretty much, but he's too afraid of these. I guess he had bad experience once with some of the Christmas decorations. He decided to not even approach. Yeah, I think horses have teeth on top and bottom contrary to cows. Oh, even bigger than a whale? I don't believe that the horse can have a bigger eye than the whale. Really? No. Well, technically the whale has a very small eye compared to the ratio of their body. Maybe there's also the size to, like, eye to body ratio. Also that. Yeah, I do clean my brush here. Look at this. Here is where I clean my brushes, but I don't dip it in solvent. I'm focusing on the head right now, chase them, so yeah, I'll probably fix that later. Colossal squid, whoa. Hey, thank you Blake for becoming a member. Why didn't have had why the I didn't get the alert. Maybe you just didn't do like live. Thank you for becoming a member. Thank you, GG, to Critbite. He can now just brag with his unique emojis. Lots of bragging rights. Bum, bum. Alright, so now, as you can, I don't know if you can feel it, but the paint is less loose, so little by little I can start to get more into shapes, textures. Hey, no problem. Thank you for the tier 1, tier whatever is. Any tier is appreciated. So, if my memories are correct, Mathieu used to use a lot of these flat brushes. Got me inspired to pick up some flats again. Use them a little bit more. It really worked well for him. Pretty much. There's no such thing as dirty here because it's all more in the shades of brown. I don't have any color out of this range. It's all pretty much in the same range. So, hey, hello. So it's all pretty much in the same range, as I say. Well, my studio is messy. Don't look. Ah! Holy moly. My studio is okay. So flat, a little flat like that. Oh my god, the return of Jeff! The long-awaited return of Jeff. What is that? Christmas salsa? What is that music? So, Mathieu said that it's really important to alternate between warm and cool. Yeah, well, I had to I had to do some actual house painting in my house, and I still have the stuff left over here. I didn't have time to. I did clean it up, but I didn't have time to put it back in my storeroom. These almost all flat brushes. I like the corners. Yeah, they're kind of they are kind of useful. It's funny how you get more how to say, get more softness than you think. So if you control the pressure, you actually get a lot more smoothness. It's not just for sharp strokes. No. It can almost work like a filbert, but just a little bit more, you know, with a little bit more spring, more energy. Well, not necessarily more spring, because it depends on the brush, but you know. Yeah, a good round with long tip is magic. Well, you need everything. You need all of them. Filberts, flats. It's just what Mathieu inspired me to do is go back to like small flats for details. So less details that normally I would take out a round, but in this case take a flat instead. And that's what Mathieu inspired me to do. Because normally you always use these big flats, but I don't use them for the same stuff. I mostly use them to cover big areas like that. For example, like that. Oh yeah, so yeah, kind of filberts or cat's tongue. Cat's tongue. Cat's tongue is something different. You also have like the actual pointy cat's tongue. Like there are different ways to call them. There is an actual one which is shaped like that, but with a point. So kind of a filbert with a small point. Yeah, come on guys, not always. But I had the practice on my sketch. The toughest part is to keep the spirit of what I had before with the in the drawing, but with paint. That's tricky actually. I don't want to make it too flat. I have a tendency to work too flat. I want this horsey to be very textured and have a very interesting, you know, interesting texture, interesting colors. I kind of need to simplify more. I really loved it didn't get lots of views, but I really loved the episode with Mathieu. it really inspired me to well, it reminded me that painting horses is cool, first of all, so I stole that from him. But he also had like a very swift approach and did an amazing job in just a short amount of time. Especially what he was trying to work on, like his horse with different shades, like the blue range and the warm and cool effect, with very simple strokes, and made me rethink that my process is sometimes way too tight. I'm too much of a tight ass, and I need to just work on that. Filberts are named after what? Acorns? Your sleep schedule, Cody, it's like famous. Last time it's early morning for me and you were still out there painting. That's dedication. I like painting, like I've been painting way too late in the night since I got back to streaming. Sometimes it kind of pushes the, you know, my hours a little bit more, because right here it's like 10:30 p.m. but when I finish the stream I still have a long time. Sometimes I hang out, and technically even if I don't hang out in the Discord, most of the time I have like at least 30 minutes of cleanup time, and also my brain just doesn't stop working just like that. So generally after I'm done streaming, I'm actually way more active. I'm way more active than I should be if I just wanted to go immediately to bed. So I can't just sleep right after I shut down the stream. And I don't mind, it's just that, yeah, it messed up my schedule a bit. Not that much though, because I've always been kind of a night owl. Never had a problem with that. So the hazelnuts are called filberts. And that's why they call the filbert a filbert? How does this look like a hazelnut? I don't get it. How is that a hazelnut? Oh, like the hazelnut, like the male flower, you mean? Like they have like little male flower things that sort of look like that. I don't know. Like kind of little, kind of like little caterpillars. If you know anything about like botanic. Oh yeah, chocolate. There's going to be a lot of chocolate for the holidays. I don't know about you, but here in France, you generally tend to eat way more chocolate than you should during Christmas time. But what do you want? Like everywhere you go, there's like chocolates and people offer you chocolates, and like you're not gonna let them rot, right? This is why a lot of people's New Year's resolution is to just stop the overeating, because like a lot of the time during Christmas they overate. In which area of the world am I? It's 10:30 p.m. here in France. In La France. Oh. Hold on. In La France. I always love to put this music whenever somebody asks about France. Whenever people talk about France, I'm gonna put this official France music. Let me think. This horse is in chocolate now. Well, horses do have very nice chocolate cutters. Very, very cool. Brown cutters. I need to take care of what Mathieu said with the blue. Je ne comprends pas pourquoi il n'y a pas un plus large public français. C'est parce que je parle pas français. What? Alouette? Why? Do you know what alouette means, Gary? The filbert nut is named after a French abbot, then saint called Philibert, whose feast coincides with the hazelnut picking. Huh. And why is the brush then called filbert? Why is the brush named filbert? Because I don't see the connection. That's the big mystery here. Why? Jasmine, je reçois beaucoup de gens très déçus en français que je parle pas français. Qui m'en veulent. Ils m'en veulent vraiment. Comme si je les trahissais. Well, the shape of a hazelnut? I don't know. I don't get the shape of the hazelnut. Personally, I don't know. Shaped like the nut, not the nutshell. Ooh. Well, then in this case, it looks more like an almond. Okay, yeah, maybe the pointed tip. Most of the filberts, they don't have a pointed tip. They're mostly round. Round, it's like an arch of some sort. They end up in a shape like that, not like that with a point. And avec Marlène en anglais? Michael Jackson Christmas song? I like the idea. Moi je mets un petit peu de blanc, juste pas beaucoup. Not really. I'm not really into fauvism. Thank you, Cody. What? Yeah, something for me about abstraction. It all looks pretty much like hotel decoration to me. I don't know. It's very hard to find interest in. Find interest in abstraction. What's the 1980? Oh, is it the color range from whose brand does that? 1980. Is that what Gamblin does that? Okay. Got it. Okay, yeah, I guess. Thank you. Yeah, I didn't remember that. A lot more oil. I don't know. Never tried this brand, so I don't know. Like, it can be normal. Even like some good brands have this problem. So it's not just a sign of poor quality, even though like the very best, I guess they never have that, but some very decent brands can still have this issue. So I don't know, I wouldn't count it immediately as a sign of bad quality, but I agree that it's annoying. Thank you, Pickles. See you next time! Merci Jasmine. It's complicated, like, definitely. Not sure, so. No, actually not orange, but blue to create sort of a to the contrary, create more of a clash of colors. Play on complementaries. But the orange was very useful for just for the horse part. Because I barely had to do any type of brown. Like the brown is already there. Kind of the point. Okay. Okay, I'm running out of black, but I don't think I'm gonna make more. Because for today, I think I'm gonna stop here and do the rest, like the entire lower part, rest of the body. I'll make later. Well, not later, but you know, tomorrow. Like this transition between the, what do you call this, in the background, I need to make it when I do have the background actually. So there's barely any point in making it now. I'm gonna finish with details, like almost pure Venetian red. Just details here and there. I don't know, there's something with the eye that I need to, I still think that my drawing, even though rushed and all, was still better. So still have work to do. Right. Can't seem to recreate the same shape of the eye. I still think my initial sketch was fuller. Maybe I can actually take a reference picture for a moment. Ah, I see, yeah. Don't take a screenshot yet. No. Okay, I'm gonna take this one. Okay. Yeah. It's ugly. Looks like nothing. Sorry. When I compare it to an actual reference, I'm so dumb. Why didn't I take a reference? All this time, I'm not gonna change everything. I just want to rework. Yeah, I'm gonna chisel. It's a little bit more chiseled, like an actual horse. It's more. It's not that I'm not feeling frustrated, it's just that I've got a couple things that I can fix. It's more like, I don't know, like with the drawing it worked better because the drawing naturally makes it more chiseled, but with paint it looks too soft. For what I want. It looks like a horse, but it's too soft. An actual horse is more muscular. Could be a pony. Yeah, I prefer if it's a horse, an actual horse. Yeah, that's the thing, they all have different styles and all. The horse I had in my drawing, it's weird. The horse I had in the drawing, I found it convincing because the drawing had this the drawing was working very well. The texture of the charcoal was working very well. but with this one, I don't know, it doesn't feel sharp enough as I want, because I want drama and I want sharp. It's technically a horse, no problem about that, but I want some type of drama. That requires a specific sort of touch. I don't know. Hard to explain, but hey Black Dahlia. I'm doing great. How are you doing? I'm gonna get some highlights with pure yellow ochre. Like almost pure. Da 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 dum, dum da dum, dum dum. Oh, you can thank your neighbor. There's nothing to sing. It's like, you know, these fake Christmas remixes that sound like some type of song, but it's actually a different song. Do 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 do. Oh yeah, Socrates, that's a good thing. That's a good thing, because that's what I want, so... Yeah, it's because I brought some texture. Yeah, the texture changes it all. I kind of resharpened it. I just looked at a picture of a horse and I figured out that mine was too soft before. And even though some horses have a softer look to them, kind of more round face, I wanted a horse that's more sculptural. That's fun. Painting horses is fun. It's the first time that I ever paint, that I've ever painted. I can tell you that it's nice. It's you don't know what to do this during the holidays. You're bored, and just draw a horse, and fun will ensue. Or whatever. It's going to be fun. Especially because what I like about these animals is they have hair, but it's not annoying hair that you have to do, like, you know, well, sometimes you can have fun with fur. Create fur texture is fun, I have to say, but sometimes it can also be annoying and tedious. You don't have to worry about that with horses. Like, you can almost, it's like you draw skin in color. It's almost like human skin. It feels very close to a portrait of a human, actually. There's a lot of, I find a lot of connections. Yeah, I'm gonna leave the details here because I need to do them with the background, so alright. So this is my original. And this is the results of this session. Oh, too close. Yeah, technically it's the painting should always be the painting should always be better than the drawing. Otherwise, what kind of progress does it, like, what's the point, right? If your preparatory drawing still looks better than the painting, it's technically that, like, something is missing. Now I'm going to just de-texture, just to remove the, you know, the annoying bits, and it's going to create some hair texture that might be interesting. It's almost like I'm using this thing like a fan brush. Yeah, so that's it. Picking up. And there you go. So I'll finish the rest. This is not a fan brush, it's just a big brush, an old brush that I use for blending. But it works kind of like a fan brush. I can use it like a fan brush because it's very soft. And that's it. No, it's not. It used to be the same brush, even the same size. Look at this. These two used to be the same brush. No, it shouldn't take too long to dry, Socrates, because it's there's a lot of burnt umber in there. All the brown is burnt umber, so yeah, there's a lot of it, and it dries very quickly. So no, it should be fine. But okay, my friends, thank you for watching up until this point. I hope you enjoyed it. So yeah, I'll see you for the next one. So I don't have a plan of having guests for next stream, so I'll see you for the next one, and we'll just have some fun before the holiday break. But fellow green yellow, yes, I do have, but not yellow green. I don't know what yellow green. All right, but anyway, so I was on my way out, so signing out, and as always, have fun painting, and yeah, take care everybody, and I'll see you for the next one. Bye.
Warning. Emoji wall starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
Emoji wall,
4,
really?
3, 2, 1.
Really now?
Emoji wall unlocked. This is chaos. Seriously, we need to break YouTube with emojis. We have 1 minute.
Right,
Let's
come on,
go chat.
We don't have the choice.
We can do
Emoji
it.
wall. Oh my god, Gary, I hate you.
Let's go chat. Quick.
Okay,
Spam emojis. We need to fill the screen. No time to waste. I'm serious. We have to spam emojis in chat now before the timer runs out. Hurry
well,
up.
We're gonna leave with emoji
Quick.
wall.
Let's
so
go
when the
chat.
emoji wall ends, this is the end of the stream.
We have to spam emojis in chat now before the timer runs out. No time to waste. I'm serious. Hurry up. Quick. Let's go chat. Let's go chat. Let's go chat. Let's go chat. Hurry up. It ends in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop.
Nice. Nice one, everyone. Wow, what a great way to end the stream on this emoji wall. I salute you. See you for the next one.